conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's that you was me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.
This fucking guy.
Pass out to
Check,
someone. Man,
check,
someone
check,
from.
check. And we are here tonight with the topics. Just want us a special good evening to each and everybody. You don't know, share the show, share the live. You don't know anything. Go. Me alongside Alan Powell. We out here, you know. Flex and chill kind of vibes. I could hear the crickets in the background from Alan's side, I think. So, you know, we give me some memories when you're the by them backlats, you know.
Well,
Well, go on, Alan.
if any of them come a little closer, you problem. If you don't hear them right now, cause they're far. Um, I good for the most part. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a good night. The temperature still sexy in Anivis.
Well,
Yeah,
it's getting
close.
warm here.
What's the temperature? What you call warm?
Well, it's 10 for me. 10 plus, not 10 minus. So 10 is good.
This is Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Wow. 10 is good. You got to good start at 60. Yeah, good definitely start at 60. Man, I ain't dealing with no 10. 10 for good.
Oh my goodness. Oh. So I'll go on with everybody tonight, yeah?
Bye. Um, we had a lot of, a lot of pasa this weekend, a lot of story and thing this weekend, but I haven't really getting into no story. The only thing I'm answer about the story is I don't start about the side etiquette and that does vexing me. But you see how we come in now? It's necessary. It's not on my phone.
The side etiquette got me confused, yeah.
Yeah. Whether it's the side man or the side chick, the etiquette is important. You understand? It's like you're starting five. If you on the bench, that don't mean you got a place. That don't mean you ain't
Mm-hmm.
contributing to the championship. But it's just that you coming off the bench. So you got your time when you're gonna shine too and people gonna say, "Bye, he's a good substitute." You know what I mean? You impact the game, but it's just that you just can't start. Everybody can't start.
For sure.
I give you more clarity now. You understand what taking place.
Yeah.
All right. Mm. We're gonna talk about the sports first. Right now we're in a
Mm-hmm.
kind of sportsy time. there's some politics, but you had a search for it this week.
Politics are hot dog.
Politics, got politics in everything. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
Lord.
And me not say so like the way how people are normally say so. Me say so in like the market is in everything. The economics in everything. So politics in everything. Cause politics the economy and all them story there. So politics in every single thing.
Pol- politics. Politics look like you keep the blood flow.
Um, it just as I tell you, money in everything. You got to study it. You have to. Yeah, well, I think it is important that we inform people about politics. Even when we talk about the little sports, I'll be still gonna talk about some politics. You better believe. Well, I'll talk about some sports first. They had the Nevis Championships. I'm sure you watch 0% of the races.
See, I had no more shit going on, bro.
I definitely it's weekend time, and you're an entertainer, so I know how that part they go. I can't even get a problem, but upon that aspect there. But it was neither Charleston versus Gingerland basically. I want to
Yeah.
ask you a question. This is something where you could comment on. Now that we got 8 lane, rather than
Yeah.
we've been accustomed to kind of running pan thing. You feel like all the school them now sugar 4 colors and full up all the lane them? Does it look odd sometimes when you see couple lane not nobody in it?
I feel like they should put if the lane got four and it got 4 colors. Hmm.
But most of the time you only got 3 colors.
I mean, you could even know the ads, right? But at the same time, all the lanes them ain't gonna be full out. But when it come to a situation where it's Gingerland versus Charlestown, like you could just put in your best four and your best four from each.
Yeah, I like that. I just I would like we brimming, we overflowing with talent. Even though I'm not like boy, like we realistically watching some of the race them, I say boy no, it's still gonna be harder for two more people who go in another race, yeah. Even for the big schools.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Evan Jeffers. Um, had the sports patron. Patron was Lorenzo. Boy, that man they could have run. You see him run, right? Four. What I'm say? Four back to back. Class champion and she back to back Victor Lodoro. Bah, I see that man they put down some running on the park. Um, with regards to the sports, right? Um, pick up the sports department and having a successful event. Me not hear he had no fighting over there. Um, you feel like you got a problem in terms of generating interest in a high school sports. How come nobody got high school sports?
Because we know already he already created a cycle where the athletes them don't take the races and serious like how they used to in primary school. 'Cause it's like you reach a high school now you feel like you're a big woman, you feel like you're a big man. So you know what I mean you're too old for that, but they not even realize like and sometimes we not even pay attention to them too. We will not choose who we want to pay attention to.
Yeah, one of this in a press conference, the PM was asked about the Cameroonians who were there from Antigua. One of his response stated that some has left the country on their own. He don't know exactly how. So it's so open and loose our borders are. Yes, and the answer to that is yes. And yes, and that then I supposed to surprise you. Um, you know of our Coast Guard to have the latest boats and to be well manned and well crewed and all these type of thing? Yes, and the answer is yes. All the time I'll be bored of easy who get in. We're thankful when a man go catch a thing every now and again. But yeah, every now and again you don't get lucky. But the bad poor us if you really want to get it. Back to the sports. You were saying when you're done with primary school, you stop take high school sports serious. So ain't gonna
And a lot
incentive.
of and the thing about it is, you know what I mean, like even when you reach that time there, you know what I mean, in a team we got enough clubs. In a team we got enough club, starting from the primary school part and go roll over into the high school. I don't know if they do it now, but back in my time, it, the clubs them started late, basically. And the clubs
I
them
think that
started like more.
I
Go ahead.
want to believe it. I want to believe he got couple clubs now. I want to believe Pana who does coach for Charleston Primary, he supposed to got a club. I want to believe the Canes, them Tim Canes got a club. I don't know if Wakely still into them kind of thing. You never had a club?
Um,
Good night,
Good
Larry.
night. Um, and even if we got clubs, the clubs only the e- most of the clubs that me feel like the pop up on a sports time. You know, it's like culture armor. You know, culture armor come, everybody want to bring out a hit song, and that's it.
Okay. So I was thinking about this thing, because Corvin made a post and he was speaking about the need for development over by the Mondachak facility.
Development, me thought them on the track done.
The chat done. You read the sentence where you say correct, huh? The stadium not start yet. And the rest of the facility not done yet. So the chat done.
The
You're
Mondo
not
track
there?
is the name of the track. Mondo track is the name of. It's just a name before you actually give it a name.
Yeah, but what me I try to tell you, the surface where them are run band, the track is finished. And the track
State of the
has
art.
been finished. Maybe you don't realize the track is there, the track finished. By the time the stadium come, another track going in. Well, if that's the case, then that aspect must be urgently addressed, especially with the free movement discussion, immigration, and border control. Anyway, you can address it when you get on that topic. Continue with your sports talk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, son, like we're just that, we do not have, is not a problem yet to where it demands, for example, the CBI money. Because I wouldn't tell you that there's not money that could possibly, I don't know, make a dent over
Mm-hmm.
time. Because we're talking about revamping our the whole system. We're talking about getting maybe a little radar. No man, I don't think that it's possible necessarily. It could tighten up a little bit, but I don't know how tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Corvin was saying that them man need to develop the facility more. And one of the things he think they need to do is to put academy over there. So that more things you could develop more athletes and more activities could happen. So where the money gone for the stadium is that truck cannot cost so much money. It's a lie. Oh yeah. Gigi want to comment or go question state of the art money. He got some money really and truly in the budget were always in there and he never move, and it's chop money, when me never hear nobody ask the premier about. I don't got to send a question there to somebody. Um Overall,
How
Coven
come
is
this?
correct. Okay. Um in my estimation, Coven is correct about the development of the track outside of the stadium. I would have heard the premier speak and say that he will finish the stadium within this term, and by finishing the stadium, that is going to draw athletes. I feel like that's that's the backwards thinking. That's the type of backwards thinking which we don't need, and that's why. Well, I can't even go. But that's the kind of backwards thinking we don't need. Right now, in order to attract athletes to the track, really and truly, you got to go develop the gym. You got to go put cold tubs over there. You might got to go put a sauna over there. You got to go develop the amenities what are gonna make an athlete feel like. But I could get everything. I got
And still,
everything when
and still put
when it
somebody on
when
the
it comes.
payroll.
Well, I mean, people gonna be in charge of these things, huh? But
It's crazy, yo.
he gonna take he gonna take a vision to get there. As far as me concerned.
But the wrong vision in place right now.
Um,
A vision with a 30-year plan. Like if you're gonna be in there for 30 more years.
mm. They having the next public consultation on the airport in 2 days, and this is over in Newcastle. I think at the Franklin Brown Community Center. So, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna reach by that one there. I feel like I'm gonna have to do that one there digitally. I don't see that there is any indication that there's gonna be video, but I'm gonna trust that my premier is not gonna do me that. So yeah, I'm gonna trust that there's gonna be evidence of what is gonna be taking place. Um, the police, the police just get another two vehicles from the federal government. I was watching a couple of the dent in a them way they had, so they're gonna be looking good for the culture. Them man might even could send maybe they got there right now and get little body works done and nobody gonna know right now. The new fee structure, which I would have spoken about briefly last week. There was an article which went out speaking towards the fact that a new fee structure will be in place. The article said that if you want to know what the actual fees are, you got to call the hospital. How that sound?
I mean, Ali, I mean, it's all kind of weird, but if your heart about to drop out, call first, another price.
Well, I feel like from an efficiency standpoint, it's easier to put out information than other people that flood you to want to know the same piece of information. So
Yeah,
I mean, me would have done say, well, these are the upgraded prices. Cause we done got some baseline on certain things. I think you would have said one day up there for and 3 meals and a bed would have been $20 a day, and then man I go ups that. I had one to say in response to that I hope that the porridge get a little ups in. I hope that the tuna get a little ups in, the cheese get a little ups in, cause if the money going ups, and you know what I mean? Because the food in there, they kind of tough, eh? Me not expect that the thing gonna be craft, but you know what I mean? A nice pan cheese might get in there, that little thing for the extra money. Just not tell you change it or something now, that man tell me, I mean sleep there. Me only put me clothes there. Me and I wish maybe I wish I been now. I would have tell somebody, hey, wait here, hold me close. And when I come back out, you stay right here. And walk back with me. Yeah, $300 who put some clothes in a jar and not steady. And I want to believe it's more than that, because them man may end up calling me back.
that's crazy.
You see this African blogger, for his name, Tayo Aina. He bought the Sinkis and Nevis passport to the CBI. You see, he end up down here blogging.
He did?
But the man reach a Nevis today, and here what going on. I feel like the politicians miss a trick, especially the Nevis politicians. Sports are not truly being given the necessary attention. Track and field has gotten attention due to the revenue generating possibilities, mainly and the fact that it attracted regional sponsors. However, wherein is a serious effort to sustain and maintain the two major sports that place Nevis on the map and create opportunities for sports tourism, cricket and netball. Sportsmen and women play more role as ambassadors for the federation than any politician. Cricket especially and Nevis needs serious attention. But I'm gonna reach pan a cricket topic now too. So Jason, this is how me feel like them man missed the trick. Cause for example, Pana was there and in the video he was saying Sinkis got prime minister, but Nevis got somebody what run the country. He ain't even know what the man name. The man passing the administration building to him when he says he directed by the old Best Buy. Walking game. The walking game along. He ain't even know what the person name. The reason why I feel like that man miss a trick, right? Them man gonna hire the sexy Jamaican woman for 5-in-1 to go host 5-in-1. She got how much of a little ever followers, whatever, right? This man here got millions of followers, and he from the part of Africa which part the man take all the people from. We got millions of people. We got resources. Oh my god. We got resources. This is the man who we supposed to talk to. You check? Me is a man, you know, born no Kenyan and no South African and you got all kind of Africa. Cause I understand that man thing, all of your black people and so I not say no. But all of the struggle is not the same. The white man and where you fight down there, them is not the same as the white man what me people and they had to deal with. So we just but I feel like when you know, are you supposed to know? Cause Obi post up this thing and all. Somebody tag Obi and all. Let him know by here, they might reach Nevis. I feel like it's important when you know you could reach out there to like a lot of people that you take them opportunities there. Not got them I say, um, think it's gone Prime Minister and Nevis got somebody whatever in the country. But we know his name. We know what they're calling. Let me just say tell you the name about. Yeah, so the new fish structures as me said too. Me not understand the part there about you got an article talking about it coming into effect April the 15th, 1 month from now. And nowhere in the article say what it be. All you telling me by it can be more than a year we get this thing right and so. And if you want to know why it be, just call Abby. That like you put
That
out
was
something
perfect.
perfect opportunity for tourism department to plug a marketing for Nevis. I feel like tourism, I wouldn't say tourism, but culture Culture been missing an opportunity to market with music fest, especially for the 50. Cause they can't do it, you know. But if you was doing a kind of slow grind and you had a culture boot down there, all them kind of thing there, then you could have kind of, I don't even know if you could have said bypass some people. Or you could have get people who say, bye, me come and sing it all the time. Let me come and Nevis one the time with the culture, and them man talk about 50, like I said, things going on. You see Festival making the announcement of the first set of acts. Loretta, you know, gonna pan the culture and music, the culture and music link and listen to old time culture and music. 50 years of culture and music, them man got on playing
You know, yeah.
non yeah, but out there. Yeah, out there, you ain't hearing like that. Bye. The premier was involved in some good politics this week, Jason. The premier was handing out trophies to what he said his Dominicano brethren, aka Shamako and them man. So he reached by like the baseball thing and so. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell the politicians, right? Especially the NRB politician. Like I gotta understand something, right? And I'll know this. He got different set of Spanish people, man. So know what taking place. Um, just because somebody good with the Dominicanos, that I mean he good with the Cubanos, or the Puerto Ricans, or the Venezuelans, or the Mexicans. He got a lot of different Spanish people. Same way he got a lot of different Guyanese too. I'm telling you, Guyana is a big place. Huh? How all of them gonna be the same?
True.
All of them, all of them, you got a lot of different Nevis people. You better believe it. So if it possible, if right here Nevis, you got a lot of different Nevis people. You better believe you got a lot of different Guyanese. Um,
Burpees.
Only that the Spanish coming here. No, no man. You don't a man run away from Cuba and all this say, but no, Nevis me I can't go live, but yes, sir. And the same way I tell you, you got different Guyanese too. You got different Jamaican. A tongue Jamaican and a country Jamaican are two different people. You got I ain't no tongue Jamaican no you be country people I say.
True.
And all of them from Jamaica. None of them should be voting in our elections. Boy, not according to the rules I wanna what you say. You could go to Jamaica go vote, huh? So, we just watch them back and get them a solid.
Need
Mm,
more red skin in the federation. You crazy?
by Javan, when I went to the Masharama, I tell myself we need Maganis in the federation too, boy. Maganis, all they got to do is spend a year. Boy, that enough.
What you say you need more? Most of them are stick to the kind. I don't know what you say.
Mixing going on. Mixing going on. Mixing and blending going on. You only could hold on for so long. You only could hold on for so long. When you come, you're a full Guyanese. The children, they're Nevis people. No, they one generation and so they holding on still. By the time the grandchildren and then they reach, why be you tell them the boy? In time to come, you're gonna see Blasians in Nevis. Black and Asian. And of all variety. With Javan Green, you see, I don't want to stop the Redskin them. I feel like we could take about 2,500 of them right now. Yeah,
25?
yeah,
Boy?
alone, Redskin alone.
Boy? Yeah, I said. You bring in 2,500, you know how much a man ain't gonna, how much woman ain't gonna lose a wife?
No, they're going to just get pan a sharper edge. Nevis woman. No man, but Nevis ladies looking good. All what happen, you know what I mean? Competition gonna just make things. You gotta be on your A game.
Bro,
Um, they said the federal cabinet has toured the host from Trinidad, Smart House, and nobody from Nevis in the federal cabinet, so we don't know what taking place in there. But the federal cabinet went in there. You see what I mean? I wanna so you're not gonna problem. You're not gonna nobody who don't take away. But who we got? Oh my God! You see,
if, if you stop cook a Sunday time, you better start.
bueno, sometimes it come down to the cooking on Sunday time. Sometimes man, the love is there, but the like is not. The Haitian situation, no, we ain't reach Haiti yet. I find something interesting about the Haitian situation, but we not really reach Haiti yet.
I found something interesting about it too, but we don't reach it yet.
Man, Javon just made me think about the Folgers. You remember the Folgers commercial? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is Redskin in your cup.
You know what you want?
Um,
Why?
the smart house, them right. The only way the smart the two ways the smart house gonna work is this. If the smart house and them stand up to hurricane, we gonna be willing to start the top boy. That's number one. The next thing, if the smart house cheaper, materials wise are easier to make the house, we definitely the smart house is here to stay. Outside of that,
Alan,
me ain't see what going on with all the smart house business.
what makes it a smart house?
They say this is made of different newer materials. I wanna believe it more supposed to be. I wanna believe all things like Wi-Fi, for example, supposed to be able to travel through it. It more built for modern society, apparently. Better than the stone I be use all the time. Let's take out my wallet and give her 400 years for the
Okay.
weekend. But Javan,
Alan,
he's one of the man that was spoil people. Yeah.
when I hear smart house, my mind
Mhm.
think back of a smartphone. You understand me? Because anything where you use which is something smart, meaning like simple and easy to work with in terms of technology. So when I hear the word smart house, I thinking, well, you go talk to your house and say, what's the temperature in the house, Siri?
Yeah, me think
Could you
all of
lock
them
the
things
door?
me think all of them things they're supposed to be able to work with it, be able to
Thank
be
you.
integrated.
Like, bro, it's like you're telling somebody you love them, right? And you don't really love them. You can't toss the word smart around and try to jump on a house.
But them man should claim
If
it
you
for
say
them too. The
if
man
you
should
say
claim
pig
it.
in a bag,
They should claim
say
it for
pig
them
in a
too. So
bag.
it's supposed to be claim it smart, not just smart.
But the
Javon
thing
say he
about
not
it
got a
is, you understand me?
Javon
He
say he
got
not
he
even
got
got bullet
houses.
on his face since he met the redskin in the
He got
news.
houses. He got houses right now. Don't even need a smart house, but the material what they use, you know what I mean, is very interesting. Like hemp and all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
They're now building houses. Like you could order a house by Amazon and it come to you and you just gotta open it. I would consider that as a smart house.
Right. I
But you
want to see
can't
when
build the houses. But you
I
can't
want
build
to
the
see
house
when
the same way how these man build the house and talk about smart house and claim it this and claim it that. Cause
I
when
want
if the sun hot, it hot.
I want to see when they start to build the tiny house. Then the price for the houses is so not worth it. At least a labor kept their promises.
What are the prices for a 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom? I feel like the best thing labor ever did was the half a hagen.
Um, Amazon house can withstand hurricane, but no boy. No, but the good thing is you could order the next one, and he gonna probably come with it within a couple of days.
Hey, no, but here the joke, here the thing about it, that shit about he could if he could withstand hurricane and that. Strap him down, go down at this here boy then strap there and strap him down with your canvas rope.
Partner, if that there is come of the force of somebody hurricane and what else come to here, it is in a guy enough shop. You been here for all man them. You ain't see the trees them over in the burying ground. Why them hurricane they pull up? She was there for
Yeah.
years. See all kind of thing. And see that she was passed through Hugo. And they said, boy, no boy. Can't do no more boy, Alan. Gong them man there. I chop them man had to chop up them there in the inner sections. Who get out them there? One tree, one multiple chop. How big them tree they be? You know right now chop. Chop down the house. Um okay, Pandy Haiti story now. Couple of different things. Carry
Um.
on. Go ahead.
So I was looking. Me now me just scroll through and check the update and certain stuff and so. So I guess the story, the backstory which I read about is the acting prime minister, the prime minister is now the acting president right now, and he doesn't want to call election.
Everything is some kind of test to know what strength of wind they can withstand. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so they were saying the prime minister doesn't want to call election because basically he's the acting president as we speak.
Well,
And
may also hear that
mhm,
part of it is some of the people feel like he is one not who poison, but he been in on the plan to poison the farmer, president, prime minister, whatever. But go ahead. So
yeah,
they feel like
and
illegitimate.
allegedly, I think they arrested the wife too.
Yes. They must say she do it,
Yeah.
but they may not say he been in on the scheme.
So I
Panawa
guess
thing right now.
so I guess the dude barbecue farmer rebel against the party in power or whatever, whoever is in power against the government, tell him to step down. And
Mm-hmm.
people know they could take on certain people and walk out. Man, he just attack. Not knowing this dude is farming a whole alliance just to get ready for you. And he just do what a dude named Abu Akbar, whatever his name in Trinidad. He did the same, basically the same thing what he did in 1990.
Mm. Leave it alone for them to sort out themselves. Whatever they say, man, after we give them, but leave them alone.
I would say that too because like bro, Haiti are the first country to fight for the freedom, right, in the world. And they end up still got to pay back for it. And like when they were going through what they're going through, we never did that. But me don't know why we gonna get hands in, why we gonna try have some sort of say in terms of whatever going on then now. Because at the end of the day, Haiti themselves know they have some material there that the US want. And the people that will really rebel about it, you know what I mean? People gonna say what they gotta say and all kind of stuff. But hey, if you're from Haiti or in a Haiti, it take a Haitian to really tell you the real story. We just going off of what we hear off the internet. We not actually sit down and talk with no Haitian and say, yo, this is what we really are going. So I
You
feel
know,
like certain things when
you never spoke to a Haitian. Me play cricket with a
of course
Haitian now. Okay.
yeah, I'll be speaking to Haitians a lot because like I'm in a community full of Haitians and full of this and that, but I never try, what I mean, talk about what going on and all that type of stuff there. It never
Why?
comes up. Because it
You
never
wouldn't
comes up.
want to know.
Because like
Yeah.
why I would meet a man in a party and talk about what going on in the country.
I always do it. So something wrong with me. but for greater understanding of what is taking, because of what you say in the first part, that is the reason why I choose to do that. Because how am I going to genuinely have an understanding of what is going on if men are willing to listen to somebody who actually from the go? People always choose for the
Because the reason why people always choose them always want to decide what's going on over there and get help. The Clintons are also help and this enough, you know. And Bill Clinton also said he made a mistake too. Because I think one time too he had some sort they send the UN it was the UN, right?
I'm
I
not
think that
familiar with what the stories you're talking about, so I'm not sure. It could have been anybody.
he had I think allegedly he had some sort of story going on where they send people down there after people end up start getting raped by the UN people and all that stuff there.
Hmm. My sister, she Haiti friend has no sympathy for her people. She says they living that way on purpose. Say Haiti 11 and never went back. And she's 62. I been want to correct something maybe you said. Haiti is not the first country to fight for their freedom. Eh? Many countries don't fight for their freedom. Country fight for their freedom
Mhm.
hundreds of years before Haiti. And
Well,
country,
I
go
meant
ahead.
to say to get the independence
You're still incorrect.
in the Caribbean.
Oh, well, if you shift the lamp, if you shift the goalpost that far, you score. Now you score. Now you score. Now you score. I can't fight you.
Bill Clinton, no one hit. God,
Um, the next thing what me would say, right? Um, how must I put this? I feel like we got a responsibility to figure out what's going on in Haiti, or at least bring some kind of stability. Um, all the old people right now are suffering, and
true.
and all of the children as well. Unless the country gets some kind of stability, the situation won't work out. I feel like black people and maybe more in specifically Caribbean people, we have
Mm-hmm.
no responsibility for them sort out themselves. Well, Javon, part of the reason why I make a bigger responsibility is because if this thing spill over, we not gonna answer to what gonna happen if them people just decide, well, them gone out of the country, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If even half of Haiti decide, boy, you not even got to be half, boy. If a percentage of Haiti decide, by now we hit water, there's a some kind of refugee crisis. I see how Europe are deal with that. I don't really know when a refugee crisis. The best thing right now what could happen is Haiti gets stable. If Haiti was a great country, it would be better for the Caribbean. Cause either they would be producing something what we could buy, they would be consuming something what we might go sell them. Haiti being a good country, a great country, now how that be. If anything, you gonna jam more people down here. But Haiti being unstable, a country with what am I, 14 million people? Boy, no boy. That's a dangerous thing right now. Um, I like the fact that Abby could actually say a sentence and say barbecue, organize a rally. Now, normally, I be try organize a barbecue, but barbecue do things in a Haiti, boy. Barbecue calling shots, but them they ain't no good shots. Me hear like he free. He basically was watching Batman, yeah, the Joker, and went and free all of the high level criminals. Tell them man go ahead, go back out on the street. Ain't a good scene,
Well,
you know.
bro, well, bro, maybe he'll look at it on the profile like them they're criminal in high places, so you might as well look at the low profile one you too. And guess what? When he look at them one day, when he look up, who do I go stand with when he say move? We barbecue.
Okay. Well, so Gigi, cause somebody been telling me something about this Haiti. I guess now you have the correct element that they have whatever. So iridium. And I see that this is facts. Now, my question about this iridium story. Just you feel like it easier to mine something or to extract a resources from a nation which is stable or from a nation where war going on all over the country.
Stable.
So that's how come I don't understand why people are pinpoint that them man are trying to get chaos in the country. In these countries really and truly America wants stability. When you watch China used to be basically different gangs, yeah. China now be one and China now reach back to oneness until couple years ago. You know? Ain't been 100 years yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Africa never been one. Europe just a kind of get and Europe in no one shit. Even America, I go like further and further apart. It had to be panda level. It is not all cash. Definitely. Take a look at Democratic Republic of Congo. Look what's going on over there. Don't be fooled that the chaos is a distraction.
Always.
Um. So, Gigi, you hear me understanding the African story now. Remember, Africa was carved up just like the Middle East. And based on the carving, them man have been a carve and I say, well, boy, these man are German, these man are Zulu, these man from this tribe, however, them man was just carving up based upon the resources, based upon where mountains are and where rivers are and them type of things there. So when them man cut it up so, sometimes them man cut in a tribe in a half and saying, well, no, in this new nation of South Africa, half of the tribe live in a South Africa, the next half of the tribe live in Namibia. And at the same way, these things happening at the Congo and all these type of places. So when you try to set up a government now, and there's an ethnic minority, and it done had tension from thousands of years, and them man in charge now, they don't kill them man. They don't say they're gonna do it already.
But you see, the Americans and them so smart. Right? Them and do use people as a planter after eradicate them just to get what they want. Them man will put you to go down there and cause chaos, then kill you or take the fame. So yo, all me want is this material here.
But Lionel based off of where the US said the US not do that. And them man do them one thing right now. Cause you say Haiti should choose their own leader. But that man just do it. Somebody in the country been decide they want to be the leader. End up work with the wife for poison off the farmer leader. And here the leader now. So based off of where you tell me everything good. But me try to tell you that's not always take a be good. Cause in the article I was seeing, he was saying about institutions fail. The man can't go to parliament. Right now, Barbecue trying to install his own high court judge. Huh? I want to see how far he get. I don't tell no lie. He take a lot of the steps where you got to take. But me not sure if he gonna beat a armed conflict. One of the reasons why I say I feel like we need to do it as the Caribbean, as black people, and I feel like white people should be involved in that story. Yeah. But if we ain't ready for the responsibility, we gonna can't do it either. Every leader in Africa who try to use their country's resources to help the country, the Western powers go and give their enemies all kind of arms to overthrow and kill the good leader. At this, but I don't know how much awful leaders in Africa. I don't know how much. Boy, I can't agree with the statement. There. Every African leader who try, but some of them man not try. Some of them man not try. Some of them man depend on some gangster thing. Not that, but some of them man depend on some gangster thing. Even Yasson does like to bring up Gaddafi. Gaddafi was good to his people them. Real talk, I don't need some of those same leaders of genocide. I'm telling you, me and nature represent the other half of the story so that I can understand it ain't all a bed of roses over there. Why do you think the military coups them puppet leaders were there? Well, the, the military coups them happen because if I realize what take place in Africa though, Africa just a trade colonial masters. Rather than take they're not getting weapons from America, so they man take weapons from Russia. It it got leaders in Africa right now who them and bodyguard are Russian. And I don't see no problem with that. If the bodyguard was American, I would say, oh, you got a conspiracy theory. Them man weapons are Russian, them man bodyguard are Russian. Them man, them man so afraid that they own people that their own people can't guard them. And why you think them afraid of their own people? Why would the person who are guard you got to be a foreign person and not somebody from your own country? You feel like an American president going somewhere with Russian bodyguard. Which part I want to see them kind of hinting there? Not even from News. Fully American that they're gonna be and stuff. So the thing is, America. Bye. Even the other day, the war was going on in Sudan. Is Dubai? But them man send gun over there. Them man invest some money over there. This ain't listen. Any man American thing is Saudi Arabia and Russia versus Dubai, and America jumping in and tell Dubai stop give the next pound of money. Who done the conflict? Then I put in on them just actually done the conflict. A Russian man I guard them man in a Sudan right now. French army all over. But it's only like the Western France and them country there. People don't really look at Russia and feel like, well, Russia are colonial. But Russia depend their thing. And Russia getting gold out of Sudan. Nobody make nice about that day. Because they not had no colony. No. Mm.
America don't want.
But see that, okay. When we watch the gangster movies, right? For example, even a show when the black hat, when you kill people all the time and police are come through, no, you can't make no money. Things too tense. You know, you want stability. You want regular days if you're going to deal with the hustling. When you had all the time, you're the hottest man in the Nevis and going by the hustling how? You can't do nothing. Russia is caught up in so many conflicts right now. Boy. They
Alan,
multitask. Yes.
you think Venezuela and Guyana was actually gonna go to war? Everything was just photo apps.
It could still happen. Them man call out something, no? You sound like you know something on me now. You know something on me now.
Just
It
a
could still happen.
question.
I still feel like it's a possibility.
Okay.
It is a lot of money on the line. And when it's a lot of money on the line and you promise your people, you check it out. Like we get promised a stadium now. So we know we don't get the stadium. Like how we get promised that New is gonna be the first green country by 2018. And we did get a promise there. What was going to happen, but Brazil said, don't really buy Javon. You see, and that was the thing I was saying all the time, you know. At least if it is going to done, it ain't gonna be based off of Guyana. Guyana don't have enough guns. Guyana is a big piece of country. Guyana ain't even got a million people on there. Venezuela army bigger than Guyana population. And they got some weapons though. They got Russian weapons too. News was promised a hospital wing and geothermal to end by Dantelai is a hospital drumstick. Is a hospital leg. Um I didn't want to pick on some politicians, right? But I didn't want to pick on Nevis politicians. Again, them a break. I want to be well rounded. When we was talking about the sports too and the development of the youth, I feel like one of the things what don't happen, Jason, you could tell me if this happened to you or what you think about this. I ain't feel like we being real with the youths and them. I feel like we sell them a kind of, we sell them a, you could achieve anything. You could do anything you want and all that kind of thing there. When sometimes that ain't the reality of the situation. So they blow up your head, and then when you look on the real thing, you say, right? Okay, one of the reasons why me kind of ease off of the running, um, when me watch the Avenue of Cricket versus what me been doing at the running, I was like, this young man, nonsense. This young got to go on too much for that. I think the last time I run serious, I like a second of an hour or so. No, I'm not Trinidad. And then part of the next thing, might read a little piece of it. But I was reading something, and the minister of sport was talking about youths and their development. Okay, I got it now. Okay. Listen to that sentence.
Yeah.
Sports Minister Samuel Duggins has highlighted the importance of sports development to Singits and Nevis, and believes cricket especially possesses immense promise for enhancing young people. He could say a sentence like that there, right? And nobody know what I mean. Nobody asks him, well, um, you study, you did something pan all the sports them or work out that by. Cricket is the one. What enhance? Them man just go and it's just but let we make them feel good about the thing. No, me not say nothing wrong with the you could do anything. But sometimes we don't come back to the amount of work where you got to do. You understand? When me been the little times when me deal with people who was transitioning into like professional sports and so, me had to tell them more things like what they can't do no more, you know. And more things what they go do. So by Panama realistic level, you will be up every morning 5 o'clock, you know. And do what? Run. And then you go to the gym. And then you go to practice. And then you might go to practice again in the afternoon. You can, I feel like when you talk about how you could reach for the stars, and you not talk about all the sweat and blood and tears and all them kind of and all the sacrifices and them what you going to do, then something that how come so much people say, "Bah, me gonna be a pilot." Why you take to be a pilot? Bye. The maths, the maths where you say hard in a school is a lot of maths you take to reach up there. So you're gonna got to be punching this thing. You gonna got time when
For sure.
you gonna got time when your friend and them a tell you bye. Them man go up on the court now. Them man go lame. And in order for you to reach up in the sky there, cause you could reach, but in order for you to realistically reach up in the sky there, partner, you gonna do an extra 2 hours of maths. So you ain't gonna get the fullness of the session. You could either reach early and come back, and I don't suggest that. Or you're gonna put in the time and you're gonna reach late and bye when you done, you done. If you have more get an hour, you get an hour. But you're gonna reach up in the sky and you are gonna get the success. But bye. Sometimes I'll be on here talk about the roses and that one me does often see that you know I'm telling me I wonder. I say, how come nobody never tell me boy come go talk to like them people here, like them young people here. And then me think about them, I say, boy, I'm gonna be kinda too not necessarily rubber, cause I know how to talk to young people. But we're gonna get down to it. We gonna get down to what really they're going through and what them I deal with in order for me really talk with them. Me can't just go and tell them and bye. But yeah, you're gonna reach sometimes I kind of feel like cause you even got to balance it cause you can't come at them like I say in a discouraging manner, you know. But
Yeah.
as me I say, you go let them know, man, this is what it take. Cause sometimes even when me I tell people this is what it take, Say you're gonna take 5 years. In a year one, you might do 12%, huh? And year two, you only put on like another in a teens again. And then in a year three, you got a big jump. You put on 40 when you only been supposed to be. Things progress. You go walk. But me doesn't hear about the work part. I does more see them kind of sentences there. And then when somebody is doing good within the field, then you will hear the politicians say, and look at the excellent work of this sportsman, this, that. You check? And they give them a water, wherever, you know what I mean? Blow them up and continue to do them kind of thing. But as me said, we not getting into the work part. And me feel like when I be put up in mind, because we got work mentality, you know? But when we put it in the work part into sports and art and other things rather than just put it in the work part, you know, when I be do construction, I be a cashier, then kind of thing there, then I feel like that when I be going to the other level. Let's see if you can anything. Okay, the sentence here. Sports development stands as a key aspect of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis' sustainable island state agenda. Them man just put in anytime you hear sustainable island state agenda, them man only want to make the sentence so longer. Offering invaluable avenue for our youth to progress in personal development, bolstering self-esteem, fostering international exposure, and honing essential team building skills, among other essential life skills. And all of that sentence they cool, right? But none of them are talk about the money, you know? The money! How come I be run from the business part of the thing? Me not say none of that. Yo, you could change your family life if you're talented enough in a this sport. You could change your family life, me I tell you. If me, you got a certain amount of games, me I tell you, if you play for West Indies cricket team, you ain't gonna work again. There is a certain amount of game. And and then you got a certain another amount of things where you could do. What just by doing that there, you gonna got other jobs lined up. Commentary, you gonna got other administrative possibility, coaching. You gonna got other possibilities what line up based off your mindset and by you doing them things there. They need a better national sports program. Too much athletes falling through. Um, I feel like, especially when it comes to this sports thing, Jason, you've been talk about clubs. If anything, the government need to go do something to certify these coaches. I don't know if they don't have if Nevis is full of the coaches who got certification. If we follow the coaches who got official certification to deal with track and field athletes specifically, then is on the coaches and them to be creative and get with other people too and start to make a money. Because I watching athletes running in these races, and when me tell people who be able to win a race, only technique me watch them. Me see a girl run out at 800 meters and she head on it. And me see the next girl and she just right there. And I say, I going with calm and steady. over the tall or head all up here. So there's an avenue for a coach to show my athlete, yo, this is how you run. And slow it down. Let you see how you run. Me see a man run Jason and so the man. And the man win the way. For him, man. Tell you man, that and I no running you got to. How you yeah. The man look like he play football and he try chest down a ball. Yeah. That's how he hit me. No, no. There's an avenue for these coaches here to really improve the athletes and them and get man running better races, running better
You
times.
know,
But
you
them
know,
man got to show the worth.
you had a point in time when I used to run flat footed.
Yeah, me no know. But all of these things, you got things. When me I watch sports, me I watch the little technique because and one of the reason to just all of that me I say, Marcy. If you ain't being economical with your movement, you waste energy, you know. So my girl who they just cooling and she boom and she right there on your heel and you waste all of the energy there, you look all over the place. She can so. So when we come down to the time when you got to explode with energy, you don't mean to waste energy. I go around there all the time. Huh? She been a save energy because she economical in she movements. But me, me, me even see some of the distance races. I see a man and the man tell me, boy, that man did a win the 1200 meters all the time. And I watch a
But
man who they said come second. And I said, that man there who come second could run a better race, huh? And beat that man there.
but what we need to is clips, like video clips, so people can actually see
Yeah,
past
yeah,
and past past clips of actual people running and all that stuff there, how they did it.
yeah.
And do you know, in my time running, right, we used to watch all the old clips them.
Yeah,
No, literally, Charles and Premi really used to sit down in a classroom and watch all the old clips them.
but I may never see myself run. So this is
Like
news
for
again.
no, for real, we used to ask for the clip. I don't know if Ira could attest to that or anybody else who run for Charleston could attest to that, but I don't know if they do it now. But I know there was a time like we used to go back and watch our races them and say this is what we should do next time.
So
Don't focus on coming first.
when you've been as a people, what are we gonna Ira? What you mean? Are you saying Ira was the man with the clips? He was the man taking the clips.
No,
Not really.
no. Ira
So you're
used to
talking.
Ira run for Inter Prime too.
Oh well, watch out. The relay team need 4 people. So you're right. You're right. A relay team only need 4 people.
But
Oh,
I should have been on Ira don't come in the first one time, bro.
that's what I tell you in the relay. He run his leg and somebody take it home.
I think the real team was I know Akim in the too, 'cause Akim could have run too.
I'm a believe.
Nah. Boy, you be quiet, don't.
I feel like right now in 2024, if you is a big school and you ain't reached that stage yet, something is very wrong.
But
As
I'm
I
just
become,
saying, in my time, me don't know if they still do it, but we used to go watch. Hear how the thing go. We go around all the man, you know. We reaching we reaching by the park for like 6 o'clock in the morning, you know. Do we runs until like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. We do what we are doing, you know. Like somebody, a next set of people are over so I rehearse for the race. and we done over. So and here the thing about it, we used to go morning and afternoon. So whenever next school come in the afternoon, I feel like them a do training with our we done a trade in the morning, and we only come in the afternoon and make our look like we just a train.
Yeah, he had a couple of times I overtrained too.
No, no,
Hmm?
I don't think it's overtrained. I think that you know what I mean the generation change, right? And the parents them start to get more sensitive with the child them. Because back then, you know what I mean, when you get training, you know what I mean, is the parents responsible for you don't know? Is the coach them you get licks from the coach them right there.
Mm-hmm. Me good at training children. Man. Yeah,
So
me
everything
definitely
is so
do.
sensitive now. But yeah, bro, early morning, early morning, we go to school, eat breakfast. And what I mean, bro, in the afternoon or something during the day, we gotta go watch some clips. I
Yeah,
remember before interpret, they give you a lane, they give you a lane to train in. So, like, like 2 months before interpret, they don't give you a lane, no, your lane is number 8. So, if you train for the 400 meters, train in a lane 8. Not, no, you feel like you come there, you're gonna get an easy lane. No, you feel like you come there because you're training a lane 1. I interpret me come, you get lane 8, you vex. The man a lane early. Your lane is number 4, number whatever, whatever. So training on your lane.
I don't recall it being that amount of time early, but I feel it.
Yeah, bro. I been there. So I could tell you. Bro, that was like a routine, bro. Every morning until enter prayer meet. And when we go Saturday, Saturday time, and we come a little later, like 7 o'clock. Cause we ain't gonna left there till like 10, 11.
While I depend the cricket. Singits is hosting women's cricket right now. What I say? Yeah, they got 20, 20, and 50 overs regional cricket. Um, mm, if Nevis had a gong, we might have been able to host the game, but we don't have a facility for that at this particular moment in time. Praises were heaped upon Minister Duggins from what is the direct? I think is the yeah, the president and also the CEO. They were talking about how much money has been invested in the ground at Canary and how the development has allowed them to host more and more cricket like at this. Cause them got the whole tournament down there.
Mm-hmm.
All the ladies, yeah, down in Sinkits. I think that recently they came to Nevis and they did an assessment. Two questions I know they asked. The man said, which part are your fence? In case somebody hit and ball down by superfood say down in the corner basically, down in the entrance. Where are your fence? And the next thing what the man was wanting to know is why the pavilion has not been pushed down yet. The old pavilion? Yeah. The man said a building there. No. No bueno.
Bro, so that all got to collapse before they do something about it. Both me and you and the people of Nevis know that.
And even when the game was playing, I think the home team, the Leeward Islands ladies, them man made him think they had a dressing room. Them girls was just down in the regular pavilion. And Winwards went up in the dressing room. So, well, at least, how I gonna put this? Me ain't gonna put no criticism on the Nevis. All I'm gonna say is, once again, Singits is getting a lot of praise for the development of their facilities, for having the foresight, for having the ability to host these events, for being able to build a relationship. And El Comida Willett Park is gonna be hosting the AgriFest next week. So hopefully we will be getting praises. I think them as 150 people are coming from Stacia. So even though West Indies cricket is not gonna give us any praises, you better believe that next week that those 150 people who come from Stacia, they ain't gonna feel as good as then I think gonna feel as good as them in feel home. Rather than Davis. And we're gonna get we Stacia praises because we don't need West Indies cricket praises. They said like the boat were coming in the other day, The yacht were coming with 100 people. The premier said he prefer that 100 people come off the yacht and they spend $1,000 than that the 10,000 people come off the yacht and they spend $10. You understand? He said that's the shot. Yeah. He said he dealing with them who got a dollar. Yeah. A luxury.
Hold on. But I could tell you this much. At least you know for sure the 1,000 people spend $10 for sure. You're not sure if them 100 people spend 1,000?
No, he sure. It's only money. All when they wake up in the morning, they brush their teeth with money. All of them Colgate, only money come out. They brush their teeth with a money toothbrush, with money mint Colgate. You check it out. All when they wash out the money, is money come out the pipe again.
I don't know what the man they will really say here because I know for sure, I could guarantee you for sure, $10 will spend for sure when 1,000 people come off the boat. But I can't guarantee that $1,000 gonna spend.
I was trying to work out how much time the boat with the 1,000 people will go come at Nevis to make up 10,000, and I couldn't find enough time. I think it could have come about. I think if it didn't come for all the time, Nevis got anywhere to put. What I mean? If Nevis got a place to put 150 people, Mount Nevis is there. Golden Rock is there. The next one, Montpelier is there. And then Stacia people got US dollars. So the rest of them they're going in a condos and thing. Airbnb and all ain't kind of story there. Get it done. It's only 2 nights. They can't go so crazy in 2 nights.
If you look careful, them people from station, they're going down there with them cattle again.
It's I'm trying to tell you. SKN government fulfilling commitment to give farmers drought resistant materials. No, then I forget Wally too. No, they're not empty, but they got room for the 150. The man don't book long time. I fancy since last year, the man said they were coming. The only thing what me go say about them and giving the farmers this thing, right? Up to the other day and all, I walk up in a part of Hamilton where I haven't been in years, man. And I saw somebody farm. I see another farm I get away from somebody. I feel like the government should incentivize the farmers once again by giving who producing.
Understand?
If somebody got a farm and the farm now produce, me not see why you should be incentivize them. Whereas them who are those who are producing, and you see that if they get this, then it gonna be even better for them. I feel like those are the persons who need to be um given more, and I feel like that's fair. That's a meritocracy. You work for it, you
Okay.
get it. Yeah, boy, it look like on fire there. Um, fuel surcharge. Um, by that one yeah, for the NRP politicians, I'm telling you. I feel like the premier said recently that there are no plans to reintroduce the fuel surcharge that was removed. Something about the way how he said that there are no plans to reintroduce it make me feel like there are a number of plans either to reintroduce it or to get around it. But them numbers that were coming from Delta a month time are not sustainable. In addition, everything what the IMF just said, which Dr. Joe seems to be going against most of them so far, is saying that we need to cut out all of them such concessions and all them type of thing there. So if I was a
So,
NRP politician right now, I do not think I would promise that I'm not gonna reintroduce the fuel surcharge until I get in there, and unless I know exactly what the figure be and how you would tackle it every year. I do not think that that is a wise decision because I think that the fuel surcharge like going back on, I feel like it's something these people got to get. It's gonna be a big adjustment, but there is gonna be a time when them bills are really they go up, they double. Sometimes more than that. But I don't see how them man will continue to subsidize the fuel surcharge and the geothermal. But because Jason, I've been thinking about something we have been telling last week to him. You remember when I've been telling about the IMF and them saying that we're not going to be making as much money from CBI going forward?
yeah.
And you've been a say they've been a try to tell Abbey we should borrow the money from them.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's the gangster what you detect. The gangster what I
Mm-hmm.
detect is that I feel like they get it from firm grounds that Europe especially is gonna do what they need to do to make sure that the value of the passport is not up there. You know that mean them gonna start to take away a lot visa free access and them kind of thing and make things harder. I feel like them man intention is to say the plan will be how big of why you I you know gonna be able to make the money. We know we got it on firm grounds, you ain't gonna get your leg how you gonna get you. So me feel like that was more the message why be them in a chasing rather than say borrow the money from them.
Well,
Sound
even
like
come down to the conclusion still.
how?
Because if they try make the value of the passport drop by doing all these sanctions and all that type of stuff, there, right? Waiting was we gonna turn to when that happen. When we want some sort of finance, the same people
Uh,
them after
well, I mean,
they don't do what they got to do after one come back and say, I tell you so, do not rely on that money.
well, I was thinking about another part too. You know, it's possible to talk to a gangster country, and if them man willing to pay the money, that you get the money from a country where people might be happier with. Let me give you an example. One time, Greenland make a deal with China to build a base, right? Cause they been want really and truly they been want America build a base. America never want to get any money. Them man make the deal with China. When America hear China long got a base so close to America, then I find the money plus more. Them man say, listen, come on, man. Them man end up building must about trade them. Them man send more money than what they been end up want. So that's how come I say it's possible to talk to a gangster country. And if them man willing to give you the money, America might end up and say no. I mean, I got so much links with them. Let me do it. Let England
Well,
put it. He got ways to
well,
move,
that's
but
where
I
it
don't know
come.
if the politician them so smart who do them kind of maneuver. There.
I think the premier smart enough to do it, but he not do it the right way. So he's still not smart enough to do it.
I think that the premier is smart enough to talk about doing it after somebody tell them listen to that part of the topics they I don't know, me not talk about something. But not
Because
not not out of his own
if you got
mind.
but if you got Saudi Arabia in your hands after you got other countries in your hands, you understand me? All me go do is say, well, Saudi Arabia want to fund this, but you may want to do it really and truly, So what you gonna do?
Well, ain't really so you kinda you got to kinda appeal to the vanity in a sense.
Of course.
You check? So that's how come remember 'cause me see the premier me see the premier say I be gonna be a green country by 2018. The premier says so in a every color tie. More color tie than one in the rainbow. He wear
Bro,
different color purple and so. He wear lilac, he wear lavender, he still wear indigo, all kind of thing.
bro,
And
you know
still
see what Dubai doing now? You know see what Dubai doing now? With this control weather thing.
I saw some circumstance I didn't go all the way into.
So just
But
so maybe in 5 years time, the brick of sand they gonna start to go green.
we'll see. We'll take our time and see.
So so if Dubai do that then, you check it out. Imagine what these other people, Saudi Arabian, so gonna be thinking about, bro.
He did
The man
show.
will do anything. The man will do anything with half balanced nature.
Tanya, what I see over by Wally is enough that when cultural armor come, I get to cost me premium. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Watch out, 4 more years have we got until an election. Oh, the man just got to hold on until the end.
How much your money is?
4 more.
We feel like less than that, boy.
Yeah, it feels so, but it's not. You remember election based off of when Parliament called out, not when election keep. So nobody feel it because he keep 2022. Me at 2027. When the first Parliament called, and they still got 3 months after that. That's how come I tell you. 4 more years. Because them man ain't gonna call it only. Every paycheck that is available to come in will be accepted. You better believe that. And then man gonna hope he got some kind of drilling going on. Really and truly, I back in the premier to get all the money to finish the drilling, you know. And I would even like I would sing the praises of the premier for years after that about how the premier was able to successfully secure the money for geothermal. I just don't want the premier to be in charge of the actual planning and like the things and then which part the common sense gonna come in. Me no want the premier in charge. The things like um getting a quantity surveyor before you do the project rather than 7 years after the project start. Me no, we don't get enough evidence. No. Me no want the technical part. But Pandy getting money, he get it. He been getting money for the hospital. He gonna get the money to do it. Me just no want him do it. You know them kind of ways there. He good Pandy getting. Yeah, I have a dream speech. Me just no want him spend the money. But Jason, we could take it a little 10 minutes early. You know, God, that's really how I got.
Well, just want to say another respect to everybody tuning in. It's been great. It's been flex and chill. You don't know that go. And I'll see you guys next week, you know. As we enter into spring, then spring into summer. You don't know that go. And when we talk about summer, we want to talk about Culturama 50. Anyway, that's our next topic for next week. Thanks for everyone watching the show. Thanks for Real Entertainment Network having us. The topics, and we are.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy the sports this weekend. All who going to sports, me believe me reach out there. What the SK birds? What about the SK people come out with?
4, 3, 2, I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me, think with your heart, don't think with your body, clever. Sorry, not sorry, sorry, not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna lead a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead.